What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 60 free stocks, Moomoo is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moomoo brokerage account. You put $100 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $2,000 in that new brokerage account, they're going to give you 25 free stocks. And if you put $5,000 in your new Moomoo brokerage account, they're going to give you 60 free stocks. Limited time offer, so don't delay. Act today. Get yourself down to the description box. Click on that Moomoo link. Open up your new Moomoo account today. Put you some money in there and get yourself some free stocks. See, a lot of people will look at an asset. Oh my goodness, I got this great idea. That's an asset because I believe it's worth whatever. The first question I ask them, does it generate any income? Does it put money in your pocket? So when I sit down with someone, I do a financial session with them in my company, RF Financial Consulting. I sit down with people and I'm saying, listen, just pretty simple to me. Let's figure out what an asset is. Let's figure out what a liability is. Let's figure out what your net worth is. And then let's figure out if that net worth does what? Produce income. Pretty simple. You ain't got to get any more fancier than that. If you say it's an asset, my next question to you is, does it generate income? And if the answer is no, okay, you may want to figure out how to get that asset to generate some income because see, the asset means nothing if it ain't generating any income. That's how you get to what? Financial freedom. Asset plus income, passive income, equals freedom. But if you got an asset plus no income, that's not freedom. That's just a lowercase asset. Right? A lowercase a asset. It needs to be an uppercase A asset in order for it to count as an asset to me. That's my simple definition. When someone asks me, well, Richard, okay, when I'm looking at my liabilities, trying to figure out my net worth, you know, what is considered a liability? I keep telling them, whatever. I mean, a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Anything that takes money out of your pocket, in my opinion, is a liability. Richard, what do you mean? My car, I own my car free and clear. It's a $35,000 car that I own free and clear. That's an asset. Well, okay, Jim, how much income does your asset produce for you? Okay, Jim, that asset that you got that you own free and clear, how much does it cost to operate and maintain that asset on an annual basis, Jim? Well, what do you mean? Well, you said it's an asset, but it's taking money out of your pocket and ain't putting no money in your pocket. So how can it be an asset if it only takes money out of your pocket? See what I'm saying? So you can have whatever you want. Oh, I own this piece of real estate free and clear. It's an asset. Well, does it put money in your pocket? No, it ain't putting no money in my pocket because I don't rent it out. Well, guess what? It's taking, if it ain't putting money in your pocket, it's taking money out of your pocket. Again, guys, you can call whatever you want to an asset, but you got to ask yourself the fundamental question. If it's a uppercase A asset, it should be producing income. See, when I was a banker and we would be going in and evaluating these companies, right? These companies would come to the bank to borrow money. They either came to the bank to borrow money to finance their inventory, or they wanted to finance their account receivables, or they wanted to finance a new building, or they wanted to finance expansion, whatever it was. When we started looking at that company, and we went to their balance sheet, guess what we were looking for? We were looking for assets that actually generate income. Because we knew as the bank, if that company got in trouble and we had money on the line, we had a loan with them, and they get into trouble, how do we get paid back? We get paid back from assets that are easily converted into cash. And guess what? That building we just financed for them, it is not easily turned into cash. 9 out of 10 times, we're going to be short on that building. We're not going to get paid in full. So what do? We go look at the balance sheet of that company before we lend money to them, and let's see how much cash they got. Let's see what type of assets that they have that generate cash, that generate revenue, that generate income, or we can take and easily convert to pay off our loan. So we look for cash on the balance sheet. So when I'm talking about the Magnificent Seven a lot, I say to you guys, hey, I love the Magnificent Seven because why? When you look at their balance sheet, they got a bunch of free cash flow, bunch of cash. They do. They got a bunch of it. So it's really easy for a lender or a bank or somebody to lend money to those guys because they got so much cash, and the bank feels comfortable that, hey, even if they hit a bump in the road, a financial bump in the road, they got cash to weather any storm. We should want to be like that in our personal financial life. See, when someone looks at my balance sheet of my life, which is called my financial statement, when someone looks at my personal financial statement, I want them to be able to say, that guy, Richard Fain, is a solid financial shape. My goodness, he has cash on hand, right? So if he were to hit a financial bump in the road, if we lent him some money and he hit a financial bump in the road, he has cash. And not only just cash in the bank, but I got marketable securities. I got investments that are easily converted to cash. Right? So I got cash, and then I got marketable securities that are easily converted to cash. Why? How are they easily converted to cash? I just got to open up my brokerage account and press the button and sell them. That's pretty easy. But now if I look on my financial statement and I got this big old net worth, but most of that net worth is tied up in assets that don't produce no income, then I'm going to be stuck like Chuck if I hit a financial bump in the road. I don't care how much real estate I own. If it ain't producing cash, real estate is not easily converted to cash, guys. It takes 60, 90, 120 days, even longer. So what you really want to think about is, am I taking every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, doing everything that I need to be doing in order to earn, keep what I earn, and then convert what I keep and multiply it through what? This thing I call assets. But uppercase A assets, not lowercase a assets. That's just my opinion. You got to give that some thought. Chopping it up with me and the Wealth Builders, all you got to do is get down to the description box and click on that that second link, which is the website link. It'll take you to my website, www.richardfain.net. And consider joining the Wealth Builders, man. We can have a more in-depth conversation. All you got to do is send me a direct message through Patreon once you sign up for the Wealth Builders, and we can have a more direct conversation if you're having concerns with fear, pride, greed. If you're having concerns with these 3 financial killers, if you're having problems finding, people to be in your gang of 5, that's the reason I'm here. Not to try to be some expert and tell you what to do, guys. That's not my goal here. My goal is to be somebody that will listen and offer my opinion. That's it. And it's up to you whether you listen to it or not. That's on you, right? My job here is not to try to convince somebody of anything. It's just to provide information. You want up to 60 free stocks from Moomoo, you know what to do. Get down to that first link in the description box and open up your new Moomoo account. Put you some cash in there in your brokerage account, if you want to. And then they're going to give you some free stocks. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.